Hey y'all, okay, so this is part 2 of my backpacking gear video. We're gonna start with eating, I guess. So cooking systems. So this is my cook kit. I made this little cozy and I love it. Reflective. So this is my pot and my mug. It is a Toaks 750 milliliter titanium and it's super lightweight. Inside, we have my lighter. This is a tiny bottle of Dr. Bronner soap and a little tiny sponge. This is my stove, which I'll show you in just a sec. This is a little luxury item. It's a hot lips, so it goes on the outside. It just makes it a little more comfortable to drink a hot beverage out of this. So this is my pot, but it's also my mug. It's what I drink coffee or tea or cider out of. Dual purpose. And then here is my little fuel canister and my little towel for drying. My stove is from BRS. I got it on Amazon. These things are like $15, super cheap, and it's tiny. It doesn't even weigh an ounce. So this screws onto the fuel canister I just showed you. It does have an adjustable flame. This has been reliable. I've never had any problems with it. Well, that's not true. The one problem I'll have is that it can be a little erratic when you first light it. So it might kind of, this is gonna sound way worse than what it is, but when you light it, you know, it might be a light flame at first and then all of a sudden it'll just go and you know, you just have to reduce the flame. It's never been a dangerous situation. It's just the regulator is not as good as in some other stoves. I think that's the right term, regulator. But as cheap as it is and as light as it is and as small as it is, I love this. I would be interested to try maybe a pocket rocket or some other ones that are gonna be a little nicer, but honestly this has been great for me. So that's my cook system. Well, not quite. So like when I go backpacking by myself, I do a lot of dehydrated meals, you know, store-bought, and so they have to rehydrate. So I got this little cozy from Packet Gourmet. There are other companies who are making them now, but this is like, you know, insulated on the inside. So just put the bag on the inside, leave it in there for, you know, 10 or 15 minutes or whatever. And it makes it a little bit easier to eat out of too, because this is sturdier. This is my long-handled silicone covered spoon. I love the silicone cover because it makes it easier to scrape everything out. I carry a bear canister when I'm not in the Smokies. I just don't want to worry about it. I don't want to have to worry about finding a tree to do a bear hang. I just think this is easier. It can double as a stool. I have used it for that purpose. This is the Bear Vault 475. So this is supposed to be for 6 days. This usually holds 4 days of food for me. I don't know if I eat a lot or what, but it weighs about 2 pounds, maybe 2 1/4. So yeah, it's not lightweight, but it's not horrible. And to me, it's worth it. When I do go to the Smokies, I will bring this waterproof bag for my food. And the reason why is because the bear cables in the Smokies are so good. Like, I don't think that they've ever had a problem that I know of where the bears have defeated the bear cables. So, and I've never had a problem with mice. I don't know, well, I'm sure they could chew through this if they wanted to. A way you could prevent that is by using an odor-proof liner or a bag, which I may start doing. And you can buy those at like REI and other stores. Okay, what next? Oh, water. Okay, so the filter that I use is the Sawyer Squeeze. And I use it with this bag. So this is a 2-liter bag that I'll fill up with dirty water. And then this screws onto the end. What I love to do is I love to use this as a gravity filter. So I bought this coupler. This is a separate piece, this little blue ring. And with this, I can screw my water bottle directly onto it and just hang it. And this acts as a gravity filter. Or I can also squeeze it to make it go faster. It does take a lot longer if you use it as a gravity filter. But I love, yeah, you know, I can do other things. It makes it super easy. Yeah. So this is a water bottle that I use along with this little straw thingy. And I have a sport cap that makes this fit inside. This plastic tube came from the plumbing section at Lowe's. This is a trick that I got from YouTube, but this makes it the perfect height for me to drink when this is strapped onto my backpack, which I will show you in just a little bit. But yeah, I love this straw. And I also bring this Nalgene Ultralight. I like this because it has the measurements, and I just like having a second water bottle, and this weighs like 3 or 4 ounces. It's not the lightest thing, but I don't know, I like being able to bring it. The thing about these squeeze filters, you do have to back flush them. They can't get frozen, so if there's the threat of freezing weather outside, you need to bring this inside your tent in a plastic bag and sleep with it. Put it in your sleeping bag along with your cell phone, because again, if your cell phone gets cold, it's going to drain the battery. More on that in just a little bit. But other things with this, if you don't use it for a while, it can get clogged. So you have to go to the Sawyer website and use their tips to unclog it, or just to get it flowing again. So many people just toss them. These things are good for like years and years and years. Like, I think 1 million gallons it's supposed to be able to filter. So, you know, don't throw these away unless they've been frozen. There are ways to fix them. Go to the Sawyer website and do a little bit of research, and you can save your filter. I had to soak mine in vinegar one time because it was clogged with minerals. Worked like a champ. So glad that I did that. Okay, what next? I think I'll show electronics. So how do you charge your devices on the trail? Well, there are these things called, what are they called? battery packs, battery chargers. You've seen them. This is from Anchor. This is the Anchor brand, 20,000 milliamps. And this will last me for probably a whole week, to be honest. I've been scared to test that out, but for sure 4 days on the AT, and I still had juice left in it. Because I use my phone so much when I'm by myself, I just don't want to take a risk. But I do have a 10,000 milliamp, which is much lighter. This probably weighs a pound. This is much lighter. So I'll take this out on a weekend trip or like a 3-day trip. My headlamp is this Nightcore Ultralight. I love it. It's incredibly bright. It has different modes. It has the red light mode. This strap is what makes it light because it's just so minimal. But yeah, and it's rechargeable. That's the thing. I will never not have a rechargeable headlamp now. It's rechargeable via USB. I forget the exact connector, but anyway, love that. I have an Garmin InReach. This is my satellite communication device. So if I have to contact SOS, then there is an SOS button on this. I can check in with friends and family. I can track, which is something that I usually do, set tracking. I can send text messages as well. There's a great app that connects this to my phone via Bluetooth. Makes it super easy to send text messages. Those do come with a cost. I get 10 free ones every month with my plan, but each one after that's like 25 cents, so it's not a big deal. My monthly plan is $12 a month. They're more expensive now, but I got grandfathered into that price point. I don't think they're gonna change it on me. So to me, it's worth it. I go hiking enough that having this peace of mind is totally worth it. And then I do have a mattress inflator. So this attaches to the opening on my air mattress and it inflates it. It's super annoying, but the reason why I use this is that the condensation from your breath can get on the inside of your air mattress and create mold. It happens. I've seen it, not on my mat, but on someone else's, and it's kind of gross. So this way you can avoid that from happening. Okay, I'll just go to the things that are around me. Bug spray, when I bring bug spray, this is what I like to bring Picard in from Sawyer. It smells kind of like vanilla a little bit, and it's not all chemically and deep, and it seems to work well for me, so. I'll go to that in a minute. Okay, I'll talk about my pack. So I have a ULA circuit. This is considered to be a cottage brand out of Utah, although they've gotten bigger in recent years, I think. This is several years old. This weighs about 2 pounds. It does have a frame. It's a very simple design. The frame is on the inside, but it's, I think it's an aluminum frame. It's just an arch, very basic. And the thing I love about this pack are the giant pockets on the hip belts. So, I mean, they're actually useful. You can fit your phone in there. You can stuff snacks. Like this pocket is always stuffed full of snacks, so I don't have to dig it out of my pack while I'm hiking in the middle of the day. The design of it just carries the weight really well on my hips. And I think it's because it has these, I don't know what you call, but it pulls the pack snug against your lower back, which is super helpful. And then also there are 2 adjustable buckles on the hip belt. Normally there's only 1. I don't know if you can see this design, but there's 2 points of adjustment, which for women, you know, we have hips, we have curves, so this works really well for me. What else about this pack? It has this giant front stretch meshy pocket, which you can stuff all kinds of stuff in there. It's good for wet gear. Well, actually I put the wet gear on the outside, which you can strap with that. It has these giant side pockets. And I got this additional little inner pocket for, I put my car keys in here and my wallet, anything I don't want to get lost. What else? So these things, this is for my water bottle, which I mentioned earlier. So it's like right there and I can get to it really easily. And this is for my phone. So this is also purchased separately. But this is a waterproof fabric, so just offers a little extra protection. And then it's got a little stretchy pocket in there for some sunglasses or a snack or something. This is a thermometer, which is just nice to have sometimes. Hand sanitizer, absolutely a must. Let's see what I have in this pocket. Ibuprofen. This is to clean my glasses. Chapstick, a must. Sunscreen, also a must. Emergency whistle, which I will usually attach to the outside of my pack. I also bring pepper spray, which might be overkill, but this is some cordage in case I need to hang something to dry or whatever. It's always good to have cordage. Extra Ziploc bag for my phone if it rains. Extra hair tie. This is a spare mini lighter. And yeah, that's everything in that pocket for the most part. Let's see if I can put that all back in here. I'm trying to go fast. I Like I said, I didn't plan this really. Okay, so on the inside of my pack, unless there's like 0% chance of rain, I use this as waterproofing. This is a trash compactor bag, not a contractor bag, compactor. So it's smaller, but it is thicker than a trash bag. It's not scented. You don't want a scented one because that could attract bears. But I just line the inside of my pack with this, and then I know nothing on the inside is going to get wet. It's a little annoying to deal with, which is why if there's like a 0% chance of rain, I will leave this at home. However, I don't really like for my pack to get wet because it's just gonna make it heavy. So I have this pack cover. This is a Dyneema pack cover from Hammock Gear. I think it was $50 or something. It's the cheapest one I could find. But yeah, this is Dyneema. This weighs like an ounce or something. But again, this is completely waterproof, and it just goes over my pack to keep it from absorbing water and getting heavy. Where are we at? Okay, 16 minutes. Oh, speaking of rain, I do have an umbrella. This is from Gossamer Gear. I think it weighs 5 or 6 ounces. And I used this on my last AT section, and it was awesome. So there was one section of trail that I used it on that was great because it was light rain, it wasn't windy, it was open enough, like tree coverage, that the umbrella had room. But then there was another section that was more crowded with rhododendron and mountain laurel, and this did not work as well because I was kind of having to fight my way through it with the umbrella. So it's not going to be the perfect solution all the time, but the reason for this is that rain gear is like a rain jacket. It's going to hold in heat, so you're going to get wet because you're sweating, because it's not breathing. Even if you get a breathable one, it's still going to hold in that heat, because if you're hiking, you're backpacking, you're producing heat. So this is better because you can still just wear your regular clothes and stay dry. So yeah. Okay, I think I will stop the video here and continue with my third one, which will be about clothing and anything else I haven't gotten to so far. So